of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the roll.
Stampinato,
Here.
Shower,
Here.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Belzak,
Here.
Gustafson,
Here.
Kenny,
Here.
Legansky.
Here.
7 present.
And we have a quorum. That takes us to questions and comments and announcements. I'm going to wait till
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
the mayor's of general nature. Does anybody have anything, anybody in our audience like to address the council on any issue other than, please come forward. You don't want to pull that microphone down.
Good evening. I have 2 questions for the council.
His name.
First one is,
We just need your name.
I'm sorry, Joe Mychek, M-Y-C-Z-E-K. First question is, what is the city of Darien's policy regarding being or not being a sanctuary city? And the second question is, what is the city of Darien's policy regarding the issue of illegals being dropped off en masse within the city limits? How are you guys going to handle that? You have a plan for that?
First of all, the state of Illinois is a sanctuary state, so that individual cities are not sanctuary cities. The state is a sanctuary state. Hopefully that answers your first
You're
question.
saying the state is considered a sanctuary state?
Governor Rauner in 2017 declared Illinois a sanctuary state.
It's interesting because he doesn't seem like he wants to admit to that at all anymore. But okay, go ahead.
Answer to your second question is the city of Darien, our plan, while we do not anticipate any buses arriving in the city of Darien because we are minus a train station and we are minus a downtown area. And I deal with other mayors. In fact, I just was with 15 of them on Saturday. Those of us without train stations or downtowns have not received any of the buses, whereas Elmhurst has received 9, Wheaton has received 21. But the plan is, for per chance, a bus pulls into the Jewel parking lot, we will contact the DuPage County Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, and that bus will be taken, or those people will be transported to the train station, and they will get on the train and they will go downtown Chicago. We have not had any of those instances. Our goal is twofold: the protection of our own residents within the city of Darien and the protection of the people who are on that bus. I mean, you don't want 30, 40 people stepping off a bus in 10 degree below zero temperatures. In one instance in Glen Ellen, a bus did arrive, and it arrived 5 hours before the train was going to take people downtown, and their police department made sure that those people got on the bus. The bus driver had to drive them around for a 5-hour period, and then they got on the train and they went downtown to Chicago. We're also working with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus and DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference to share information. So, like I said, I was with 15 other mayors on Saturday where we were all talking and sharing stories with regard to how this is affecting our communities. Our conference is not going to take a stand because we feel there's very little we could do to impact federal policy, but we have indicated our desire to push our federal legislators to solve the problem at the border, which is where the problem is the greatest. You could put a lot of money in terms of taking care of those that are already here or those that are still coming, but that money's going to run out unless you solve the problem at the border. So we're looking for immigration reform, and we're pressing that issue with our federal legislators. But that's basically our plan. And again, we're not anticipating anything. Again, we don't have a train, and we don't have a downtown. And like I said, in terms of, I was asked via email, are you going to pass an ordinance like some of these other communities? Only about 6 or 7 communities in DuPage County have passed that ordinance. And they are communities that have trains, they are communities that had received migrants coming into their community via the bus. We're not going to pass that. We met with our lawyer. Mr. Bannon and I had a discussion with the chief and our lawyer, and we see I mean, we could have it in our back pocket to use in the future, but there's no need for us to implement any ordinance which, similar to these other communities where the buses have to inform you that they're coming, or you can, impound the bus. So we're not going to do that. I hope that helped, John.
It does. It does, with some vacant buildings, whatever. I'm sure other citizens are concerned what they may be used for temporarily. It's happened in other communities.
Well,
So I think people are kind of concerned about that.
Joe, I've had a couple, I think we only have maybe 5 or 6, not even 5 or 6 emails where people have asked the question that you've asked. I've had a couple of those where people wanted to know what the policy was. In fact, I have it printed, and what I do is I just send them that policy, and I let them know exactly what our plan is. I let the aldermen know what that plan is, so they're aware of it as well. But again, we're not anticipating anything happening in Darien, but we're aware of what's going on. We're working with other communities, and we're not standing alone and saying we're going to handle this on our own. We benefit by working with other mayors and other communities. But DuPage County right now is, we've seen a number of buses come in, but they've all come in to stations like Elmhurst, Glen Ellen, and Wheaton. Okay, I hope that answers it.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Anyone else? Okay. Move on to approval of the minutes for January 15th, 2024. Moved by Alderman Kenny, seconded by Alderman Gustafson. Questions or comments? I think the clerk, no need to say it? Okay. All right. All in favor?
No. we have
Oh,
to
I'm
do the roll
sorry.
call.
Got me confused.
Yeah.
And the roll.
Kenny,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Legansky,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
7 ayes.
The minutes have been approved. It takes us to receiving the communications. Do any of the aldermen have communications they want to share with the council? Mary?
I have received a couple different communications. First one was from resident Kelly Glisson, requesting the city investigate the possibility of adding a streetlight over near the parking lot of Carriage Greens Country Club. I've passed it on to Dan Gombeck, and I also suggested that he contact the owners of Carriage Greens if he's looking to have the light put more in the parking lot versus the parkway. Mr. Glisson also pointed out some roadkill that we addressed, and I want to thank Municipal Services, because in both instances, the very large roadkill was not on city roads, but it was on frontage road, and they took care of it right away before it had played any havoc on people's cars. And speaking of frontage road, got quite a few residents reaching out about the significant clearing that took place in the culvert along the curve between, well, I can't even say the fence because the fence isn't really there anymore, but between the curve and then the ramp to enter southbound I-55. So IDOT contracts with Homer Tree, and they've been clearing not just that area, but many areas along 55. So that's what they were doing. The good news is it's cleared. The bad news is it just highlights the destruction of the fence that, is just getting more and more destroyed. The signs are down. Dan Gombeck continues to reach out to IDOT for our pleading for them to, repair the fence. There's many other areas along frontage, north and south, that need repair, but it's most impacted in that curve area, which hopefully there will be the curve correction project taking place in 2024. But I just want to assure residents that we are doing everything we can. I've reached out to our state officials, Senator Curran and Representative Nicole Laha, to try to get them engaged, just to try to, highlight that this needs to be taken care of.
Anyone else? Okay, that takes us to the mayor's report. Items several items under the mayor's report. I'd like to read a statement with regard to the CVS facility. The City of Darien received notice from Cars Collision Center, LLC, also known as Gerber Collision and Glass, that they will no longer be pursuing development or operation at the former CVS site. Our city attorney, Mr. Murphy, and other attorneys involved in the litigation will meet to discuss the litigation and the special use that was approved by the Darien City Council for that site. And as things develop, as we receive more information regarding that, we will keep the council updated with that additional information. That's our statement on that issue. The other thing is Kingswood Academy. I had the honor of attending the Kingswood Banquet and Fundraiser this last Saturday evening at the Belvedere Chateau in Palos. Over the last 5 years, I've been a guest at various fundraisers for Kingswood, and like other events, I had an enjoyable time, and I want to thank Tammy Karam and Lisa Bergman for a wonderful evening. The Darien Citizen of the Year, we will be holding a reception in the police training room for our 2024 Darien Citizen of the Year, Val Kazich, as well as individuals selected by our local service groups for outstanding contributions to their group as well as to our Darien community. Our honorees include Stan Erba of the DYC, Chris Snow of the Darien Women's Club, Doug Barnes of the Darien Lions Club, Gina Pignato and Tracy Schroeder of the Darien Garden Club, Kelly Jean Tischler of the Darien Chamber, and Heather Conroy of the Darien Rotary. These individuals will be honored along with Val Kazich on Friday, March 8th at the Alpine Restaurant, and I'm sure Mary is going to give you a report a little later about information on that. The other thing is the Darien Rotary Club will be celebrating its 50th anniversary this April. As part of their anniversary celebration, the Rotary is sponsoring our 2024 Darien Vehicle Sticker, which is available here at City Hall and the police station for a donation of $3 or more. And since we're speaking of anniversaries, this is the 50th anniversary of the Darien Park District, and it is the 40th anniversary of the Darien Chamber of Commerce. That's my report. City Clerk?
I have a couple of items. City offices will be closed on Monday, February 19th, in observance of President's Day, and our next city council meeting will be held on Tuesday, February 20th.
Thank you. Brian?
No report, Mayor. Thanks.
Department head information and questions. Questions for Chief Thomas or for Mr. Gronbeck? Chief or Dan, do you have anything you want to add?
Not at this time, no.
Greg?
I have nothing.
Thank you. Takes us to Treasurer's Report. Treasurer Corrin.
Thank you, Mayor. This evening, I'm requesting council's approval of warrant number 232419 in the amount of $294,833.79 from the listed funds. Payroll for the period ended January 25th in the amount of $315,830.26 for a total to be approved of $610,664.05.
Motion to approve. Alderwoman Sullivan, second by Alderman Belzak. Any questions or comments regarding the warrant? If none, the roll.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Legansky,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
7 ayes.
The warrant's been approved. The monthly report, Mike?
Okay, the monthly revenue and expenditure report, which reflects the revenue and expenditures for the 8 months ended December 31st. General fund year-to-date revenue of, $13,529,295. Expenses of $10,625,500. Current balance, $6,279,314. Water fund year-to-date revenue of $5,565,527. Expenses of $5,376,046. Current balance $3,783,741. Motor fuel tax fund year-to-date revenue of $703,409. Expenses of $544,467. Current balance $1,633,053. Water depreciation fund year-to-date revenue of $14,929. Expenses of $52,749. Current balance $575,417. and Capital Improvement Fund, year-to-date revenue of $684,780, expenses of $4,447,228, current balance $16,005,888.
Any questions for Mike? If none, we move on to standing committee reports. Do any of the aldermen have reports for the council? Alderman Belzak.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The next Municipal Services Committee meeting will be held on Monday, February 26th at 6 p.m. in council chambers.
Thank you.
Just a reminder that we are going to be gearing up for the Administrative Finance Committee of a Whole meetings starting. City staff is fine-tuning the budget for 2024-2025. It should be distributed to all city council members next week. The first Administrative Finance Committee of a Whole will start on Wednesday, February 21st, and then the next one will be the following Tuesday, February 27th, followed by any discussion that needs to continue will happen at the City Council meeting on Monday, March 4th, and then possibly an additional meeting on Wednesday, March 6th. The goal is to have the budget presented in a public hearing to City Council and to the public on Monday, April 1st. All these meetings will be held in the City Council chamber, starting at 6:30, and they will be televised.
I think it's important for people to understand that if citizens want to come in and they want to watch and observe, they're welcome to do that. We're very transparent about it. Our budget discussions are open to the public. I mean, we broadcast them, but residents are also welcome to attend in person.
And in addition, all documents that the City Council members will be reviewing will be online on the website. Full disclosure for all community members to have the opportunity to review. So please do so, pose any questions, or like Mayor Marquez said, attend a workshop. You can listen to what we're saying, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. On behalf of the Citizen of the Year Committee, thank you, Mayor, for talking about the cake and coffee reception on February 20th. There will be a banquet honoring our Citizen of the Year, along with other volunteer and service organization honorees on Friday, March 8th at Alpine Banquets. The event starts at 6 p.m. with cocktails and a 7 p.m. dinner. There is a 7-course family-style dinner. Tickets are $52 a piece. We encourage all residents to attend, and reservations are required and are being taken now at City Hall. You have until Wednesday, February 26th to purchase your tickets and participate in this lovely event on Friday, March 8th at Alpine Banquets.
If I could add something to that, something we just developed over the course of the weekend. We're going to make this a bit of a food drive. We're going to ask people attending the Citizen of the Year banquet if they would bring food items in. We have a young woman who is conducting a project, and this project includes what she wanted to do is she wanted to collect food goods. I'll let you discuss. You present. You know where they want to go with it.
Yeah, actually, it's my daughter Lily, and this is a school project for college. She'll be finishing up at the end of this semester to teach. So she needed a service project, so I talked to Joe and Bonnie both and mentioned it to Mary. So the details need to be worked out. This just came out today, but we'll have some pamphlet out. We'll have some information on Direct Connect, but thank everybody for allowing her to do that. She'll have a good time.
You know what we're thinking of, and Brian brought this up, this is a good point. During our summer concert series, we had food items collected at each one of those. And I think maybe what we want to do is we'll add that to maybe Oktoberfest, maybe all these activities that we run where residents attend for entertainment purposes or whatever, that we attach a food collection with that. I just think it's a nice way to...
And it benefits our local food pantry.
Right.
And the Darien Women's Club were gracious enough to help us with that collection process at the summer concert series. And it really was well received. And the food pantry at Our Lady of Mount Carmel was most appreciative for those donations.
Alderman Kennedy, do you have anything?
Yes, sir. Our next police committee meeting will be held on Tuesday, February 20th at 6 p.m. across the parking lot in the police training room. pending agenda items.
Thank you very much.
Joe, sorry, time for my quarterly comment.
Mike.
The Police Pension Fund will be held next Thursday, February the 15th at 6 o'clock across the street in the police training room to review the performance of the fund as well as any other issues as of December 31st.
What time on it?
6 o'clock.
We will also be having a Darien Action Committee meeting on Saturday, the 17th, I believe it's the 17th of February, and that meeting will be taking place at our police training room. The library was unavailable that day, and so the police department was gracious enough to let us use the training room. All right, move on to questions and comments, agenda related. Does anybody in the audience or on the council have anything they want to say about our agenda? Yes, sir. This is agenda related.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I believe it's item C on the new agenda regarding the contract to Suburban Concrete for the concrete replacement program. I'm just recommending that some language be added to the contract that specifies minimum requirements for levels of workmanship. I've observed that Suburban Concrete is kind of subpar with their workmanship. And, as a taxpayer, I want the best, the most that we can get for our money. And they seem kind of sloppy, to put it mildly.
Thank you.
You could remove that item now, too. I said you could.
All right. Takes us to old business. There being none, takes us to the consent agenda, so please bear with me on the consent agenda. Item A, consideration of motion granting a waiver of the raffle license bond requirement for West Suburban Humane Society. Item B, consideration of a motion granting waiver of the raffle license bond requirement for the Darien Arts Council. Item C, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract for the 2024 concrete sidewalk, apron, curb, and gutter removal and replacement program with Suburban Concrete Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $1,256,250, and to waive the residential $75 permit fee application for concrete work. Item D, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract with Rags Electric Incorporated per the proposed unit prices for the 2024 street light maintenance beginning May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item E, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to extend a contract with True Green Limited Partnership for 6 various fertilizer applications and 3 applications for planting beds and weed control within the riprap areas and tree fertilization for 75th Street in an amount not to exceed $76,756 for the 2024 landscape fertilization services. Item F, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting the unit price proposal for analytical soil testing fees from Testing Services Corporation at the proposed unit prices for certain wastes for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item G, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Water Products Company for general water department utility tools and marking supplies for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item H, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Underground Pipe and Valve Company for general water department utility tools and marking supplies for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item I, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Z-Bell Water Services Products, Incorporated, for general water department utility tools and marking supplies for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item J, Consideration of motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Core and Main for General Water Department utility tools and marking supplies for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item K, consideration of motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Ferguson Waterworks for General Water Department utility tools and marking supplies for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item L, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Underground Pipe and Valve Company for General Water Department utility fixtures for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item M, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Zebel Water Services Products Incorporated for General Water Department utility fixtures for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. Item N, consideration of motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Core and Main for General Water Department utility fixtures for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. And item O, consideration of a motion to approve a resolution accepting a proposal from Ferguson Waterworks for the General Water Department utility fixtures for the maintenance of the water system for a period of May 1st, 2024 through April 30th, 2025. When I told those brownies that there was a lot of responsibility here for the water system, all they had to do was listen to this agenda tonight. Motion to approve. Alderman Stompanato, seconded by Alderman Kennedy. And the roll.
Stompanato,
Aye.
Kenny,
Aye.
Gustafson,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Shower,
Aye.
Belzak,
Aye.
Legansky.
Aye.
7 ayes.
Our consent agenda has been approved. There being no new business under new business, we'll move to questions and announcements of a general nature. If anybody on the council have any information they'd like to share. Anybody in the audience? If not,
Mayor, are you performing on March 1st with the Theater Council?
I've been asked, but I haven't responded yet. Motion to adjourn. Alderman Legansky, seconded by Alderman Shower. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, folks.